Hi everyone, I'm Sallya, and this is Hustle Season. You're probably wondering what the hell is Hustle Season. Basically, Zoe and I are students, and the way our school works is that third and fourth year, you're on placement and you're working and kind of like an internship. We just wanted a way to have fun while we were doing that. So before I even start, I just want to say that I'm so super excited to be finally joining this community. I got my iced coffee, mostly because I'm really nervous and I wanted something to do. And so without further ado, the book I'll be talking about today is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. Nevernight, if you don't know by now, is the story of Mia, and it follows her as she trains to be an assassin so that she can ultimately avenge her family's death. I was super hyped going into this book. A lot of people seem to describe it as Hogwarts, but for assassins. I didn't personally get the vibe of Hogwarts. You're not sorted into any houses, there's no groups, there's no real divide. It's more of just like a competition that takes place at a school. I was also really excited to read this book because I have strayed away from male authors in YA, and I kind of wanted to see what about male authors writing female characters. How would I relate to them? Would I like it? Would it be weird? I definitely think the writing style is a bit make or break. He can sort of be very wordy, and I feel like some people are going to find that very artistic and beautiful and stylish, where other people are just gonna be like, this is too much, I don't understand what's going on. I found right off the bat I had so much trouble just getting into the story. I think I tried reading this book at least 3 or 4 times, and each time I would get stuck. That being said, somewhere around page 100 or 120, whenever Mia finally gets to the school, that was when it completely turned around for me. I've literally never experienced that. Usually if I feel like I need to DNF a book, if I continue, I will just keep feeling like I need to DNF it, and then I finish the book and then I'm like, if you're like me and you found the footnotes were just overwhelming information, I would definitely just skip them. I started skipping a whole bunch, and there was only a couple times where they were very short, like under a paragraph, that I bothered reading them. And a lot of times it was almost info dumpy. If you are super into world building and fantasy, then you might actually really appreciate those. But for me, it just got in the way. It made the story so slow. I'd be in the middle of a scene, and already I didn't fully, at the beginning of the story at least, I didn't fully understand like the setting, the characters, the people. I was still trying to get my mind around that. And then on top of that, as you're trying to do that, the story's broken up by these huge chunks of information that ultimately do nothing. And so I didn't really appreciate them, and I skipped over them. And once I decided that I'm skipping over them, the book went by much faster and was much better. So all in all, I thought this book was a lot of fun. For whatever reason, I only found the book interesting when she was in the school, but if you're not like me, I think a lot of people generally like this book. If you're into assassins, if you're into twists and turns, I think you'll really like this book. I'm actually pretty excited to read the second one and see where the story is going to go. I love kind of anti-hero journeys, and I think Mia definitely falls into that category. I think that's it for non-spoilery bits. I don't know that there's much else I can say without actually getting into the nitty-gritty. So if you haven't already read the book and you plan to, bye-bye! I'll just give some random thoughts, I guess, that I had on the book. Some things that I liked, some things that I didn't like. I'll start with the romance. It was a little insta-lovey in that he found love with her right away, but I've been thinking about this in general. I think insta-love can be really frustrating, but then how do crushes happen? You do just think someone's attractive and then you kind of like them. If you're gonna die for somebody, then yes, you have to show me exactly how you fell in love with them. But if it's just like getting together, kind of liking each other, I'm usually pretty lenient about that. And I kind of liked the dynamic. I like when one person really likes the other one, knows right away, and the other person is so-so and over time sort of realizes they do. Also, the sex scenes, holy fucking god. If you are a young reader, I believe in sexual education, so I would say go for it, but ask your mom. And speaking of romance, and this is a huge spoiler, Trick dying in the end, I still think there's a chance that he's not dead, but like that really bothered me. I didn't think it would. More than that, I was kind of really upset for what it did to Mia. She's lost everybody, and as soon as she finds a guy that she likes, she loses him too. I just think that ultimately that'll make her harder and colder. I want Mia to be happy, I want Mia to find love, I want Mia to have a healthy relationship. Opening up to somebody and having them die right away is not the way to do that. I love when you have like broken characters, and I love when past traumas come to sort of haunt them and you have to try to see from their point of view what's driving them, what's making them the way they are. For Mia, it was so interesting because how weird and insane is it that her biggest failure in life is that she wasn't able to kill people. She had a shot to kill one of the 3 guys on her list. I think it was Geva, I don't remember which one, but she had a chance to kill one of them. She didn't take it. For her, like, that's her biggest failure in life, is that she couldn't take that moment to kill somebody. To think that then her aspiration in life is to make up for that moment where she didn't kill someone. So the other thing that I thought this book did really well is there are so many twists and turns. How many people, I wonder, knew that Ashlyn was going to be a bad guy? In terms of whether or not you're going to like the twists and turns, it totally depends on how good you are at predicting it. I personally was trash at predicting in this book. Every time I thought I had it figured out, I was wrong. So for example, like the time where she got kidnapped to be interrogated, like when they all had to go get secrets from God's grave. That one I thought was truly happening. How can I miss that she changed her formula when Osric took it? I completely missed that. And yet when the school accused her of killing Lottie, I was like so sure that that was also a test and that she wasn't truly going to die and that they were gonna like commend her or something. Like other times the twists and turns, I was like, this is a bit much. Like I didn't need Hush to win the pickpocket contest. I think Ashlyn could have won that, and Hush should have won the secret challenge. I don't understand. He had all the secrets. He was so quiet. I just had a horrible sixth sense for this book, and I was so bad at predicting when there'd be a twist and turn, when it would be in Mia's favor, and when it was truly a threat. I also really liked it because the setting in and of itself was terrifying in a way. Like it made you realize, because, or at least for me, because you keep getting surprised by what the teachers are willing to do, that you don't even need to have a murderer on the loose for this to be scary. The whole power and magic system, if you're one of the people who likes to dissect that and try to understand it, I'm still like a bit confused as to what exactly her power is. Sometimes they would be like, she would have power in areas where the sun had never been there because that's where it's dark and the sun's never touched that area. Her trainer Mercurio kept saying wherever it's the brightest, the shadows will also be the deepest. And so then I was confused because I was like, wait, so is she the most powerful in the brightest light and in the darkest dark, i.e. she's just always super powerful? Are the animals their own creatures who like come find you? I know she found the cat, but I thought maybe like they kind of create their own animals. Otherwise, I think it was just really cool. I'm really interested to see where Mia's journey is going to go from here. Usually people, when they seek revenge, it doesn't really, like it doesn't take away all the pain and the grief. And so I don't know where this author is going to go with it. Is she going to feel like suddenly she has accomplished what she accomplished, or is she still going to feel like a failure, or is she just going to feel this dark, miserable void that goes on forever and ever? If not, I want her to find somebody or something, because literally in this book she lost her best friend, she lost her lover, she lost her family at the beginning. Okay, that's it for my very first video. Thanks so much for watching. My throat is killing me. I guess I was screaming too loudly. Thanks for watching. Alright, that wraps up my book talk. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye!